Hey, it's Riggs. Welcome back to my channel. You're looking to buy your first home this year, and that is exciting. But are you wanting to know what you should know about doing that? If so, then just keep on watching. I'm Sharon Rigsby, a realtor with Coldwell Banker King Thompson right here in Columbus, Ohio. So let's chat. We're going to talk today about what do you need to keep top of mind if you're looking to purchase a home this year. You ready? Let's do it. First thing I think you should be thinking about is, do you have the money set aside that you're going to need to cover those expenses that you incur when you're purchasing a home? For example, you're going to have down payment money that's needed, closing cost, inspection cost, appraisal cost. But then sometimes we forget about, if you're in a current lease and you decide to terminate your lease early, is there a payment penalty for breaking that lease early? All of those things are out-of-pocket expenses to you that you need to make sure you've got some money set aside. And oh, don't forget whatever other moving expenses you may have if you're looking to buy new furniture once you're moved in, or have to pay the movers to get you there too. The next thing you should be thinking about is your financial position, starting with, do you know your credit score? If you've never pulled your report or know your score, you could start with a site like creditkarma.com. Pretty easy to use, pretty user-friendly. Pull your report down, take a look at it, and know your score. Let's be real, the lender is going to do it, so you might as well do it too. Isn't it better to be in a position of knowing when you walk into that bank that you're going to be able to get the loan? It's just a matter of what loan product and what rate you get. Also, make sure your bills and credit cards are paid on time. You certainly don't want any delinquencies, any past due balances. Doesn't look very positive to a lender. And then make sure you don't have any gaps in your employment history. Your lender's going to want about 2 years from you. So make sure you got a good solid 2 years if you can. Now, if you've changed jobs, that's okay. Just make sure you have those documentation in place to show them that you went from one great place to the next great place. Third thing is, get pre-approved. You do not want to start your home search without knowing how much home you can actually purchase. It's honestly a waste of your time and your agent's time if you hire one as well. So get pre-approved, know how much the lender is willing to lend to you. But know what your budget is. How much do you want your mortgage payment to be? Because that's what's going to drive how much house you ultimately purchase. So keep that in mind. If you're not sure where to start with the lender, think about where you already have an existing relationship. If you're already banking at a bank or a credit union, those are two great places to start, but you can always leverage your family or friends for referrals too. Now the fun part. The fourth thing you might want to consider is doing some research, and that's fun because you got to know where you want to live and what are you looking for in your house. So if you're not familiar with the area that you're in currently, I suggest maybe going to like your local city government website, the Chamber of Commerce website, any of your visitor bureau pages. They sometimes will have different descriptions on there of the various communities within the city where you're looking to live. A great place to start. Obviously, leverage social media. Ask your social friends if they've got some ideas of where they love living. They can be helpful too. But honestly, a great way is to drive through some neighborhoods, jump in your car, drive around, and see what interests you. But some things you may want to consider are the school systems, location to where you work or where your family and friends are, property taxes that you would have to pay, or the overall price of the homes or the average price of the homes. Maybe you want to consider diversity or being close to shopping and restaurants. All some things that you may want to consider, but it comes down to what's important to you and or your family. Also think about, what do you want in your new home? Do you have to have 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, 2-car garage, basement, fenced yard? You want to know those things. It matters. Your first showing is online, and so you want to make sure you know what your must-haves are, your non-negotiables, so you can vet out all of those listings and only go see the ones that actually would work for you and or your family. Fifth thing you want to think about is securing your realtor. Now, I talked about it a little bit earlier, but you want to understand that your realtor that you hire is going to represent you. They're going to have your best interest top of mind, and they're going to be able to help guide you through this entire process. Because I'm only touching high level. There's a lot of moving parts in here to purchasing a home, and that realtor that you hire is key to help you get from start to finish completely informed. Now, you want to make sure that you interview some agents. You want to vibe with them. You want to have a consultation of sorts once you hire one to know what their expectations are, how they communicate, are they full-time or part-time? And then you want to share those things as well, because while you're interviewing them, they're likely interviewing you, and you want a good working relationship. You're going to spend some time together. So us realtors like that. We like to have that open dialogue. We want to know what you're looking for so we can share what we're looking for and find a good working relationship. If it works out, it'll be a great thing, but you'd rather know that on the front end than later in the process. Also, at that consultation, the realtor that you hire is going to share with you about the home buying process, because if you're in a hot market, things may seem to move really quickly. And so that's a great time to sit down as we're talking all the expectation stuff, but to really explain to you what happens next, what happens when we go see a home, what happens when we submit an offer, all of those details to make sure that you're informed too. Last thing here is you're gonna go see some houses. Remember I said though, you did your research, so make sure your realtor knows that research you've done. They know what you're looking for in the homes, what areas, so that they can set up a search for you that will send you listings that they vetted for you that you may be interested in. Now honestly, it's up to you, but remember that first showing always happens online. So make sure you keep all that criteria top of mind and vet out the listings that don't really work for you or your family. Then let your agent know the ones that do, and you're going to jump in a car and go see those. Now, you may want to check out sites online like Zillow, Realtor.com, Homes.com. Those are great sites because they're free and they're at your disposal. But keep in mind, those sites are not real time, meaning you may see a home that says it's available for sale and you connect with your agent and it's already in contract. So I suggest, from a realtor like myself, really leverage the listings I would send or your realtor would send to you, and make sure that we adjust your criteria accordingly as things change, so you're getting real-time listings of what's on the market and we're not behind the 8 ball, if you will. So there you have it, just a few things that you should keep top of mind to answer your question about that 411 about what you need to know if you're looking to purchase a home this year. Now listen, I did not touch on everything. That is several videos to make sure that you would know everything you need to know, but that is why folks like myself who are realtors are great resources for you, because we're going to guide you through the entire transaction and ensure that all of your questions are answered and that you can know what to expect. So I highly recommend that you find a realtor that you vibe with, that you feel that you connect with and trust, who can guide you through this process and make sure that you feel very much protected and informed, and they can help put you in the home of your dreams. So be sure to like this video so that I know this content was helpful for you. And then down below in the comments, leave me a note. Let me know if there are some additional videos that you want to see based on some of these topics, because some of these are pretty involved. I'd love to be able to create some additional content for you as well. And then also make sure you subscribe to my channel, so as I create those videos, you don't miss a single one. I upload new videos every week on Wednesday. Well, that's all I have for now. Check down in the description box if you need to reach out to me. My contact information is there. If I can be of any assistance to you as you're looking to purchase a home here in Columbus or looking to sell one, certainly feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to answer any of your questions. Stay fabulous and productive, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Take care.